Hello everyone and welcome back again to the number one Forex educational channel. So in this episode of my YouTube videos, we are going to be talking about some currency pairs that are having a high chances of playing out this morning. So we are going to be talking about some commodities and some currency pairs too as well. So before we move to the technical aspect, let's first of all go to the fundamentals and see the high impact news that is about to be released for today. So looking at the fundamentals or looking at the macroeconomic events, the data that you are expecting it to be released for today is what CHF on CPI. You are expecting CPI to be released, CPI data to be released on CHF this morning. So looking at the numbers or looking at the numbers presented to us, the previous numbers is 0.0% and the forecasted numbers is 0.2%. So looking at these data, is what you are expecting is they are expecting high numbers to be really high numbers to come out from the CPI. So if CPI or inflation data is high, what you are expecting is the currency at hand or the currency at host is going to be stronger at this point. Okay, the currency is going to appreciate in value because CPI or inflation at certain point is good for the economy. So investors will be willing to invest in such country or such economy because what is going to happen is when interest rate is high, they can get good returns on their investment. So we are expecting the CHF to be strong when the data is released based on the numbers being presented to us over here. So apart from that, you don't have the one you are again high impact news that you are going to be having is around 2 p.m. which is JOLT job opening. So with that one too is going to happen around 2 p.m. So you are going to be having close eyes on this one too in case when the numbers are about to be released. You are going to be very cautious. Okay, you are going to be very cautious when the numbers are about to be released on not take a trade and add to this news releases. Okay, so after the fundamentals, after we check everything on the fundamentals, let's move toward the technical analysis and see the currency pairs that are on top of my watch list. So on top of my watch list, the currency pairs that I'm having a close eyes on them are USD CAD. So looking at the USD CAD at the monthly time frame, we are having these are the various. You don't have any reactional levels over here at the monthly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, we are having this support level over here. You're having this resistance level too. From this side, you're having this resistance level over here. So looking at the daily time frame, on the daily time frame, you can notice that the current candle has broken above this level. Okay, it has broken above this current resistance level. So now this current resistance level has turned to a support level. You're having this resistance level, this current resistance level. The moment this candle close above this point or this candle now turns a support. Okay, so after it has broken above, you're expecting price to head straight to this side. So the daily time frame, looking at the pattern structure or looking at the trend at this point is a downtrend. Okay, the daily time frame trend is a downtrend. Friday we had a good move, or we had a nice move on this sell. So we projected this sell and price played out perfectly on this sell. So looking at the H4 time frame, so now you have it in mind that the daily time frame is a downtrend. Looking at the H4 time frame, the H4 time frame currently is an uptrend. So you can take an intraday buys on USD CAD based on how it is being presented to us over here. So the H4 time frame trend is also a downtrend. So at this point, what you are expecting it to happen is price has broken out. Now the H4 trend has shifted to an uptrend. So what you are expecting is you need to wait for a pullback to confirm that there was a discounted price for buyers to continue the move or to push price upside down. So what you are expecting it to happen is you want to see a pullback after it has pulled back on this stronger area of interest, which happened on the weekly time frame and at the same time align with the daily time frame. Then we take the continuation of the trend to this side. That's what you are expecting on USD CAD. So this one might happen. This one is going to close. So maybe around pre-lending session, that's when it's going to around pre-New York session, that's when it's going to happen. So that's what I'm expecting on USD CAD. So we are going to be having some news, high impact news to be released. So we are going to be patient to wait for these news releases before we take action. So looking at the next on my watch list was gold USD. So on gold USD, what I'm expecting is what? So let's do some top-down analysis on gold. Looking at the higher time frame, we don't have any data to our left. On the monthly time frame, looking at the weekly time frame, we're having this reactional level over here at the weekly time frame. So we're having this reactional level over here at the weekly time frame. Okay, so looking at the daily time frame, on the daily time frame, you're expecting price to pull back on this. You see the weekly time frame level that we had is aligned with the daily time frame level too as well. So looking at the H4 time frame, so with the H4 time frame, price is currently sitting on what? This daily and weekly time frame that we had, and at the same time the H4 too is aligned perfectly on this level. So it tells you how strong this level is. Okay, since you're having multiple time frame zones align at the same place, so this level is a potential, or this level is an area of what? Interest. So now at this point, what you are expecting is what? We are expecting a shift in trend at the lower time frame. Okay, at the lower time frame, then we go in for a buy. So what I'm expecting to happen on gold is what? When the candle break above this one, it can be a nice buy. Okay, to target, you are going to be targeting the nearest what? H4 high, the nearest H4 high. So this is where we are going to be targeting gold to be moving to. Okay, so gold is what is setting up, is having a nice tradable opportunity on gold. So you're expecting this point after the candle has broken above this one, we can go in for what? A buy on gold. So the candle needs to break above, okay, to shift trend, then we go in for a buy on gold because it's aligned at what? It's currently sitting on what? Stronger area of what? Interest. So I'm expecting gold to come to this side after the 8. So you need to wait for what? The 30-minute candle to close above the structure level, then we go in for what? A buy. So that's good, but you have to have it, you have to bear in mind that you're having about news to be released when it is 6:30. So you need to wait for the news to be released. After the news has been released, then we go in for what? A buy. Yeah, so the next two on my watch list was USDCAD. So looking at USDCAD, yesterday we were expecting a buy on USDCAD, but it never played out. So at this point, I think it's now playing out. So I was expecting price to what? To close this gap over here, but currently, because it's playing out, it has started playing out. So after the candle close over here, I was expecting a continuation of the trend to the downside, but it has happened the time that I mostly don't take trades. So price just broke out from the zone, pulled back. So yesterday we were expecting a continuation of the trend over here. It's never happened because it was Monday. Currencies on Mondays become very slow. So at this point, what you are expecting is what you're expecting price to come to this level, then we take the continuation of the trend. So I think it has started already. So at this point, we are going to be waiting for the news to be released. After the news has been released and still it hasn't gotten to the target, then we're going for the continuation of the trend. So these are the currency pairs that are on top of my watch list. So if you are new to the channel, please kindly subscribe to the channel, and if you have not liked the video, kindly give a like to this breakdown and share the link to your friends and family, who are suffering to what? Figure out how to trade properly. Okay, so thank you all for having time to watch to the end of this video. See you all tomorrow, same time. Bye.